And political leaders in Nigeria have been advised to emulate the sacrificial life of Jesus Christ by putting the nation's interest above self. Archbishop of Kaduna Catholic Archdiocese, Most Reverend Matthew Ndagoso, believes this is a sure way out of Nigeria's diverse challenges. The bishop spoke at the commemoration of the crucifixion of Christ, which is also known and celebrated as Good Friday. Lupe Assam reports.
The crucifixion of Jesus Christ at the site of Calvary is commemorated on Good Friday, a Christian religious holiday. Taking place during the Holy Week, it is considered part of the Paschal Triduum on the Friday before Easter.
Today we celebrate his agony, his crucifixion, his death. And tomorrow we shall await, his resurrection.
The Good Friday is also known as the Great Friday and the Holy Friday. Fasting and putting limitations on oneself to mourn the death of Jesus is a traditional way to observe this solemn day.
In Kaduna State, Christians converged on various churches to observe the solemn day where the process of Christ's death was dramatized. But why is Good Friday significant for Christians? They believe it's a holy day that Jesus Christ carried his cross to Calvary, and there he was crucified alongside two criminals. According to biblical tradition, from noon to 3 p.m. on that day, the sky grew dark, and thereafter he was buried.
After his suffering, obediently suffered, he died, he was buried, but then he rose triumphantly. So this is what we celebrate today. The self-giving of Jesus Christ, the giving of his own life for our salvation. This is what we celebrate.
Several citizens argue that Nigeria currently faces a series of setbacks occasioned by insecurity, corruption, and economic instability. The bishop believes things could get better if all leaders emulate the example of sacrificial living which Christ demonstrated.
And therefore, one way that our leaders, the incoming leadership of our country is to empty themselves, namely to put their personal interests aside and put the common good of Nigerians, use the resources of this country, this God-blessed country. There is nothing God has not given us. Resources, material resources, we have it. We have everything it takes any nation to be great.
Some churches will go ahead to hold the vigil Saturday night in anticipation of the resurrection of Christ, which marks Easter. They have been charged to intensify prayers and sober reflections. They will also continue fasting and giving of alms, which is one of the traditions of the season. Lupe Assam, TVC News, Kaduna.